Hi, it's Leland Sklar here. I have to tell you, I am such a fan of Roger the Wild Child's show and have had the great fortune to be a guest on his show, which I look forward to doing again. That's what you wanted me to say, Roger, isn't it? I have a little something that I want to share with all of you. It's my book. Kind of weird, isn't it, seeing the two of us together?
Leland Sklar, personal friend of mine. I can't tell you, it's a quantum leap in a collection of shit, okay? And this book is full of shit.
Leland, besides being a bad mofo as a bass player, is an author. This book is so badass. There's so many cool pictures. Anybody filled with, like, the middle finger.
Jeff Beck.
Yeah.
Charlie Watts.
I mean, come on.
Hi, I'm Lisa Loeb. And a lot of people have been asking me lately, what have you been reading over the last couple of years? Is this one, Everybody Loves Me by Leland Sklar. Look at this. I'm even in the book. Next to Kevin Bacon, that's 1 degree. Do yourself a favor. Get one of these or more.
Hi, this is Van Dyke Parks. You probably already know that. You know, a lot of people look at a book like this by the legendary Leland Sklar, Everybody Loves Me, and they go like to the back to see maybe they've been italicized, you know, included. I don't do that. No. I'm way beyond that. I just go to my page with the picture that says, Everybody Loves Me. That's me, Van Dyke Parks.
Hey, I'm Waddy Wachtel. I'm in a band called The Immediate Family. You might want to consider this worthless book by my dear brother Leland Sklar. And it's really hysterically great, and I'd love to have it. It's called Everybody Loves Me. If you can read, I don't know a lot of smart people anymore, but check it out. If you want to get a great present for people, go to lelandsklar'sbeard.com and order yourself a book.
Just get it, okay?
From coast to coast and broadcasting around the world. This is the Hollyweird edition of the Roger the Wild Child Show.
Let's get this party started! Ready, set, go!
On the air everywhere.
It's the Roger the Wild Child Show!
It's time for another kick-ass episode of the Roger the Wild Child Show with your host, Roger the Wild Child, along with his partner in crime, Hollywood hairdresser and musician Darren Sheff. Also, our mystery guest co-host of the week, plus the Hollyweird Report with entertainment gossip queen Ika Velli. Let's do this.
It's the Roger the Wild Child Show!
Hey, what's up, everyone? It is Roger the Wild Child. It's Wednesday night, which means we get to hang out and bullshit for the night. So that's what we do here. Yeah.
Wow.
That's how I introduced the show, damn it.
I love it. And we're going to have a staring contest with you because you're like frozen in my screen. Oh, there you go. I was like, all right, we're going to do like a staring contest here.
All right.
Let's try it. Let's see you can.
Okay.
Hey,
yes,
I love it. We get to bullshit tonight.
We do, and that's basically.
I've never heard you come out of the gate cussing like that, man. That's
I did what
turns me on
about?
In a weird way. I don't
Does
know why.
Does it really? I'm sorry. It's not what it's supposed to do. I'm not trying to turn you on, dude. Come on.
Well, you know that's what I like. Yeah, being cussed at.
You know,
so.
Yes, of course. Oh my gosh.
Nobody knows more than you. So anyway.
I know you're my brother from another mother.
Yeah.
Yeah. From Linda Roberts.
I'll tell you what pisses me off, though, since we're talking about being pissed off.
Yeah. What pisses you off?
Like, we really haven't started that theme yet, but notice how I said that since we're talking about being pissed off, and we really haven't talked about being pissed off yet.
Right.
I'll tell you what pisses me off. Inflation. I know everything's through the roof cost-wise, and I don't give a shit. I mean, I do kind of, but like, I just went out to dinner with my kid, and it was like, all right, the cost went through the roof, but the product was shitty. It's like the ingredients and everything are getting worse and the prices are going up. That's what I have a problem with. It's one thing to raise the prices, but damn, don't cut back on your quality, man.
Right, exactly.
That's what's freaking. And by the way, on a different subject, I actually saw a Dutch Bros And I've
Did
never
you
seen
really?
and I've never seen a Dutch Bros. I just know because half the time I'm talking to you, you're like, hang on, I'm through the drive-through. And they're like, hi, Dutch Bros, what can I get you? And I'm like, the hell's Dutch Bros? But I was in Kentucky and I saw Dutch Bros. I thought,
They have one all the way out there now? That's awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah, Dutch Bros is my coffee spot. Okay. And if you get the caramelizer, oh my God, or the Golden Eagle, those are the drinks to die for. If you like a good mocha, definitely. But yeah, I mean, Dutch Bros is my drink. It's funny because I'll be on the phone, sitting there talking to Darren, and then all of a sudden, I'm pulling to the drive-thru. He goes, "Where you at, Roger?" I'm like, "I'm at Dutch Bros." Like, "Oh, you're gonna order this?"
I can hear him in the background going, "Dutch Bros, how can I help you?" And you're like, "I'll take the."
Yeah,
that would drive me crazy taking orders from fucking idiots, man. Driving through, man.
Right.
I already get enough of it, like in my own store, and they're not idiots, but I'm just saying,
Right.
It's like they come in and they're like, okay, I'd like a sandwich. And you're like, okay, you want me to make you my favorite kind, or do you want to tell me what kind you'd like?
Right.
Oh, I was waiting for you to ask. Okay, great. What kind of sandwich would you like? Yeah. It's like, okay. Oh, here's what I love. I'll take a turkey, and I don't want mayonnaise. I do want some mustard. I don't want any lettuce. Like, look, don't tell me what you don't want on your sandwich, because if you don't mention it, I know you don't want it. Just tell me what you want on the damn thing.
Right.
If you don't mention, so you don't need to tell me what you don't want, because if I don't hear it, I don't need to worry about it.
It's like my son orders just a hamburger at McDonald's, ketchup only. So you don't sit there and go, I want the quarter pounder minus lettuce, onions, tomatoes.
Right.
Keep the bun, keep the ketchup.
Right.
It's
Right.
like, what the heck?
It's like, how many slices of pizza come in a large? 8. How many in a medium? 8.
8. It's just smaller.
How about
size.
the small? Guess. I mean, it's like fucking
7.
8. Yeah, there's 8 slices. They're just different sizes, per the. Oh my God. Would you like super salad? What's a super salad? Oh, Jesus Christ. I couldn't do it. There's no fucking way.
No way.
What kind of dressing do you have? The same kind I told all these other assholes at your table that you weren't listening. The same freaking ones. You haven't paid attention. We got ranch, Caesar, blue cheese. Remember the same 5 that I told all the other guests at your table here?
Yes.
Right in a row. And then I get to the next person. They're like,
people don't listen.
No,
they don't pay attention. They have such a short attention span.
Or they go, here's what I want. I'll take 2 chicken salad sandwiches. I go, you want them exactly the same? Yep. And then I go, okay. And I put it in there as 2. And they go, well, on one of them, I'd like them. Oh my God. Anyway, so I'm bitching.
Anyway.
By the way, I love my customers. I don't want anybody watching thinking that I don't like you. I'm just giving out the normal customer service.
Of course.
I love you for making my life fucking crazy. No, I was kidding.
Well, we have a great co-host that will be joining us. She was our guest about a year ago. Do you remember Lillian Mortis?
How could you not?
Right?
And I remember her husband, Rigger.
Rigger Mortis.
We teased him. He's heard that. That's like probably the most common thing that he hears, but we got to be cliche and we got to be stupid and not clever and say the dumbest thing we can possibly say.
Right. So she's not going to join us tonight. So I was just kind of teasing her. She got her makeup on and everything. Psych, you're not going to be on the show now. No, I'm just kidding. Hello, Lillian.
Hi.
I love that. Look at that fake up. That's incredible.
That fake up.
Yeah, it's awesome. Look at the eyeliner. I mean, the shadow. Man, goodness. That's incredible.
I love it. Love the makeup.
She looks great, man.
Yeah, because she was asking me earlier, should I wear the orange or should I wear this, or what makeup should I use? And I'm like, we're supposed to meet here in about 20 minutes. You might want to hurry up and get the rest of your makeup on.
She's used to throwing that stuff on fast. It takes you an hour to do that, but for her, it's probably like 10 minutes.
It takes me actually an hour and a half to get my fake up on. Yeah, so
I like you.
Hi, Lillian.
Hi.
How are you doing today?
I'm good.
You're good.
What's your shirt say? What's your shirt say?
Hold on.
Yeah.
Hold on.
It's a shirt I have from Morbid Empire Merchandise. It says "Eat Pussy for Satan."
Wow.
Love it.
Look at that.
Look
at Ike's in the freaking in the green room, like he cannot stand it right now.
Right? Okay,
So, yeah.
one more time. What is that? What does your shirt say?
Eat pussy for Satan. And then it's a photo of Satan eating pussy.
Woo! There we go. There's my bell.
That's awesome.
That is awesome. So you are joining us tonight.
That's I don't mean to be cliche, but that sounds hot. Just kidding. If Satan does that, man, in hell, whew, my goodness, that's some kinky ass shit right there when you really think about it, man.
It is.
Wow. All these girls getting excited thinking about Satan doing that down there. And yeah.
So what are you doing these days? You got some movies coming out or what's going on?
There's a couple that are coming out. One I can't really talk about, but it is with a really big company, really known for horror. And it was a lot of fun. I will tell you this: I make the first kill in the movie. I'll be able to tell you guys later on when it actually is out.
You make the first kill, or you're killed first?
I make the first kill.
Oh, love it!
And then I recently just did a movie with James Duvall and Ken Devidan.
Okay,
that was a lot of fun. So keep an eye out for Pay to Die, a comedy horror film. By Sean C. Phillips and Lauren Francesca.
Okay.
So Lillian, remember, I don't know if you remember this from the show, but he has a hard time enunciating and using the 2 syllables like horror. He calls it horror films.
There, we're going to go there again.
I'm telling you. Well, I mean, every time you just did it, you're doing a horror film. It's like, no, not a horror film.
Horror for horror.
Well, that's true. So, I mean, there's a double whammy right there.
Yeah. You're a whore for horror, she says.
That's hard. That's a tongue twister for Roger.
It really is.
He had to really think about saying whore. Like, I'm surprised he didn't go, she's a horror for a horror. Anyway, forgive me.
All righty.
No, you're good. And then I recently did a music video with one of my favorite bands growing up, Soil, if you guys remember them.
Yeah, I don't.
Nice.
So, yeah. That was a lot of fun.
Yeah, I don't.
The song is called Nightmare.
Growing up, I grew up in the 60s and 70s. So what are you talking about when I grew up? When are you talking about?
80s and 90s.
Oh, okay. Soil. Yeah, that's a great sounding band, isn't it? Soil. I know I wanted to have a band back in the day called Diaper Rash. So it was kind of like same kind of thing. Soil. Tidy Whities.
Tidy
That's
whitey.
Hideous. The tidy whities with skid marks. That's disgusting, Roger. Why would you say something so filthy?
I know, because this is a dirty show.
We're dirty
Lillian,
people.
you and I are going to be down in Hollywood at the end of the month. It's for Halloween Hotness. Pretty exciting. We are doing this for St. Jude's. Basically a bunch of celebrities getting together, hanging out, having a powwow, having a good time. And you want to talk a little bit about the Halloween Hotness? This is going to be your first year.
Sure. I'm one of the guests, along with a few other people, like my friend Lisa Wilcox. She is going to be there. James Duvall will be there. Ken Davidan will be there. Doug Jones, and a few other people.
He's getting an award,
too.
Yeah.
Huh?
He's getting an award as well.
Yes,
Doug Jones. Yes, he is.
Yes, he is. And my horror mom, Aline.
She almost did that.
She almost did. She almost slipped up.
So yeah, it's going to be a lot of fun. There's still tickets available. They're about $35 a piece online. And all proceeds, including sponsorships, go straight to St. Jude's Children's Research Charity. And it's for children's cancer.
Perfect. And so we're going to bring on the man who runs everything. And you know what? Brian Sykoff, how are you doing today?
Pretty good. How are you guys doing?
Good. You are running the charity event for Halloween Hotness for St. Jude's.
Yeah.
Why don't you tell us a little bit about the event and what's going on?
Well, first of all, I want to thank you for being a sponsor. I hear a weird echo. Do you hear an echo?
Yeah, I hear an echo.
Weird. This is the 8th annual Celebrity Cancer Charity Fundraiser event benefiting St. Jude's Children's Research Hospital. Lillian has been a big help too, by the way, helping me get some celebrity guests to join.
Okay.
Can you hear me okay?
Yeah, I can hear you. Yeah,
the echo, I think, was gone. So we rented out Madame Tussauds Wax Museum in Hollywood. It's from October 29th from 7 p.m. to midnight. We have a $10,000 goal we're trying to reach. Currently, we're at $7,600. So it's pretty.
Actually, you're at 76.25.
Yes, actually, Mr. Outrageous, Al Burke, actually donated $25 just a little while ago. He, a famous wrestler, he just donated money to us.
Nice.
But the thing is that, it's just a labor of love, and I really appreciate everyone donating their time to come to the event, and it's just a wonderful time. So
And what's the theme? It's going to be Defying Gravity, isn't it?
Yeah, this year's actually a musical theme, so we called it Halloween Hotness Defying Gravity, which basically one of the songs from from the play Wicked, the song is called Defying Gravity, and one of the lines from that song is everyone deserves a chance to fly. And with St. Jude's, it just felt perfectly for St. Jude's, because it cost over $1.4 million a day for the St. Jude's to keep their doors open.
Wow,
So,
that's crazy.
So of course, we're making a goal of $10,000. Obviously, if we go above that, even better. But I'd say drop in the bucket. But still, every little bit helps. And people who are making donations, sponsorships, ticket sales, we really appreciate it. Can I mention a couple of sponsors real quick?
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay, Roger the Wild Child, obviously. Constellation, Sci-Fi Coalition, Lee at After Hours Cinema and Fearflix, Shannon from Dark Ronin Films, BJ from Mesic Films, Sotheby International Realty, Ryford Associates, Keeping Up with Kim, Include Education, Dream Machine, and the Jimmy Star Show. So this event can't happen without sponsors like this who would help us. So when you see the link on our page, say that these are the sponsors, like their page, follow them on Twitter or Instagram, because they are instruments to making this thing actually happen.
All right, and I'll also put the link if you guys wanted to donate. It's in the chats, so feel free to go ahead and donate. It helps the kids. Brian, thank you so much for joining us today.
Thank you, guys. Take care.
Yeah.
Bye.
Okay, here we go. Awesome. Thank
That's
you, Brian.
Incredible. Yeah,
it is.
That's beautiful, man. Those numbers are up there already, man. That's great.
They are, and it's great to be able to know that we as a show are a sponsor of the event, so that's pretty cool. So I think we're gonna go ahead and finally get to the chat room and say hello to everybody out there. Richard Lee, he says, "Well, good evening." So, and Jeff Perini from the Yo Show is checking in. Kelly Bobo is here.
How about this one? Oh, go ahead.
Don Swartz, True
Hey, Don.
Hollyweird.
I got one to share.
Okay. You're drop dead gorgeous, Lillian.
Literally. Drop dead.
Dead.
That's good, Richard. He's got a good sense of humor. I love it.
So, all right. So we're going to go ahead and we're going to get to some Hollyweird news with Ike Gavelli.
Are you ready for some celebrity sleaze?
Want to know who's doing who in Hollywood?
Our entertainment gossip queen has your 411 off stage and behind the cameras.
Behind the cameras.
And now, the Hollyweird Report with Ike Gavelli.
All right. It's time for the Hollyweird Report. Ike, what's up?
How are you?
I'm awesome.
Yep, Lillian, I have to say, I was backstage enjoying the title of your shirt.
Thank you.
I soiled myself, just so you know. Amazing. I have to get one, just not pussy on it, but yeah.
Well, they got another one that says suck dick for Satan, too.
There you go.
Did and will.
I want one that says suck dick and eat pussy for Satan.
I'll talk to him.
Yeah,
All right. Let's get to work on that one. Come on, Lillian.
Good answer. Darren, I'm so with you on the inflation.
You know what I mean?
Totally.
It's like at least don't cut back on your quality. I mean, it's fucking pissing me off. It's like if you're gonna charge these prices, keep your shit up there, keep your quality up. They're like, you know what I'm saying, man? I'm angry about it. Like tonight,
Yeah.
I'm like done with it. It's like you're charging these crazy prices, and your quality is like so bad now that it's like, man. And what can I say? I eat like I'm going to the electric chair. So it's like, fucking A, man, get your shit together.
They're trying to cut the costs on their food, trying to go with like lower grade food items because they're charging prices to offset the money that they've lost over the last 2 years.
Oh, that's bullshit, man. There's people spending money left and right. They're back out there getting the people spending the big bucks. So it's like, don't cut the quality back. I mean, maybe where you are in freaking Boise, but but where I'm at in Nashville, there's a shitload of money, man. And you know what? These places are like packed with people and they're charging like crazy prices, which is fine, but it better be damn good, man. And it's not. They're like cutting back and it's really getting on my nerves.
And renting men online has gone up. And the dick just ain't quality anymore.
Oh my God.
That's true. I know, man. I know it went from being a snapping turtle to a box turtle. I agree. Yeah.
All right.
Roger.
We are going in. We are going in. Angelina Jolie. Remember our precious little girl?
Yeah.
Yes.
Girl whose lips could suck more dirt than a Hoover.
What the hell?
Oh, what? She's sucking sugar and spice, Roger. Please. Well, she cannot get enough of Brad Pitt and her claims of abuse from her and Brad from back in 2016. She has stated Brad got physical with one of her kids on the private jet.
Wow.
Oh, God. These items supposedly triggered their divorce. She said Brad tried to choke one of her kids and struck the other one in the face.
What?
Yes, these are
I don't believe that for a
allegations.
second.
And that it's all coming out 16 years later. Is that right?
Well, I think it was like, what, 2016, right?
Oh, so yeah, 16.
Yeah.
So
but
5 years
still,
later.
regardless.
6 years.
Yeah, that's something that you'd be calling the cops immediately and going, you know what, you're fucking psycho and you're physical, and you know what? That's your kids, man. It's it's not like some woman taking it a few times like a champ, going, I love him. I'll stick with him. I don't know why they do that, but these are kids, So it's like, no one's going to put up with that shit from your kids. I don't give a shit if you're Brad Pitt, you know?
Right. She went on to say that Brad poured beer on her. And that to me is foreplay. Sorry.
I mean, as long as it gets licked up afterward.
It better be an expensive lager.
Better be a black and tan.
It
better be a black and tan from the pub, for crying out loud. Better not be some fucking watered down Budweiser bullshit. Some Budweiser light. Like,
I just don't like beer.
No,
I don't.
What do you like?
I'm with you on that.
Do you like champagne?
No, I like vodka, tequila.
He likes the fruity drinks.
No, tequila. Well, yeah, this is kind of true because when I was in Key West, usually we do shots of tequila and they give you the damn salt and the lime. They gave us it was
the worm.
Sugar. No, they gave us the it was sugar and cinnamon mixed together with an orange, a slice of an orange. So you took the shot and the orange was dipped in the cinnamon sugar and you had it after the shot. It was the most amazing thing.
You'd have to be really, I could see them doing that.
That sounds good.
In that area. That's
Sure,
some
Richard
Cuban.
Simmons was
That's
the
some
bartender,
Cuban. That's some Cuban kind of weird,
It was good.
That's no white boy shit, man. That is some Cuban, really island kind of thing, man.
I don't like the whole salt and lime. It's the give me something. That's
No, you don't like it?
The salt and the lime? No.
Yeah.
He likes fruity things.
Yes.
Jesus fucking Christ.
Yes. You could check
He's a
me
very kind of boy.
I do like fruity things. but all right. So sources very close to Brad said he never choked or lunged at his kids. So I agree. I'm on Brad's side on this one. But we can't forget Angelina's amazing work, guys. We can't. She's great. Tomb Raider, Salt, Wanted, Maleficent, making out with her brother. I completely believe him. Will Smith is in the press, peeps.
Will Smith?
He is. There's talk that he could possibly be nominated for his movie, which he is currently starring and producing in, called Emancipation. But according to the Academy of Motion Pictures, Arts and Science, don't know where science came from, he cannot appear in person if he wins or via satellite.
Oh, really?
What do you guys think of this?
Okay.
I think it's fucking wild, man. Like, yeah,
his wife will accept the reward for the award for him.
They need to just put Mike Tyson up there to fucking give the award and see if that asshole jumps up there.
Right.
I mean, that's really what you need to do. Just get Mike Tyson up there and go, okay, let's see you jump up on this guy.
Yeah.
I'd like to see that.
Mm-hmm.
Mike
Maybe Marley Matlin. So then Chris Rock was also asked to host the Oscars again this year.
Oh, what? Really?
Yeah, he was asked.
And did he accept it?
No, he said it'd be like going back to the scene of the crime. True story.
But, True stories.
True story. So if he does win, it would be the second Oscar he wins in a row. And there's only another actor that did that back to back. I wonder if the chat room knows what actor that is. Only one other actor has won back to back Oscars.
Anybody know in the chat room? Oh my gosh. Renee says, have Chris Rock accept Will Smith's award.
Yes. That would be amazing.
Right?
Nobody said it is Tom Hanks.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. I could see that.
But I agree. I think that Will Smith's husband, Jada Smith, should go up there and accept the award. Right.
Absolutely. I
think it's ridiculous that he can even be nominated for it, but whatever.
Yeah, you know, there's all the conspiracies. It's like, was that stage? It's like, I don't know, man. I don't, you know.
Well, he can't show up, so it mustn't have been, you know.
It was pretty wild, wasn't it?
Do you think it was staged though, Darren? All right.
I don't know. I mean,
or Lillian.
Probably not, but you know. Lillian, what do you think?
I didn't watch.
You didn't watch the slap? Let me reenact it for you. Okay, ready, Ike? Here we go.
Yeah.
Where did that come from?
Still cheaper than the Rent Boy.
I like that.
Yeah.
Slapped across the face.
Right.
I stay out of that kind of stuff.
Oh God, I live for it. Oh,
I love this guy. She's trying to play it safe.
Right.
There's nothing that this guy's fucking worried about. Nobody's canceling this guy for saying shit. And I love it.
I would never try.
I dare you to come up against me, bitch, whoever you are.
Try. Now I would love to see, like, I don't know, Gene Stapleton and Maureen O'Hara going at it on stage, slapping each other. That would be fun. Wheeling out.
Stapleton.
Yeah. That would have been fun back in the day.
That would have been, man. Mr. Jefferson and Archie Bunker. That would have been good.
That would be funny.
That's what I'm saying. How fun would that have been?
Yes.
Yeah.
All right. Let's go on to the next one. Alec Baldwin.
Oh boy.
Uh-oh.
He has settled with the Hutchins family. As you recall, last October 2021, Hutchins was killed on the set of Rust, the movie, by a live round fired from the gun that was held by Baldwin. Now, Alec denied that he pulled the trigger. Hutchins' widower, Matthew, reached an undisclosed settlement, surprise, surprise, in the wrongful death of the lawsuit. So the widower said the agreement stated that he will be an executive producer on the film and receive a portion of the profits, and also went on to say that he believed her death was a terrible accident. Help me here.
I'm going to help you by just saying, if that were you or me, we wouldn't be paying our way out of this. That's the bottom line.
Mm-hmm.
And you know what? I think it's tragic for the guy. I mean, as much as he got beat up, what a horrible thing to have happen. I honestly, but it did happen. And, it's called manslaughter, man, even if it's not intentional, so it's like, it's horrible for everybody. It's horrible for the poor guy. I mean, people wanted to get political over the whole thing. They do over every little thing. Doesn't matter how you lean, what side you're on. If somebody breathes wrong, someone's going to do some shit. But that's such a tragic thing that honestly, even for him, I have some compassion, was it reckless? Sure. It could have been avoided? Probably, but it didn't. And the poor guy, I mean, imagine living with that, man. It's like, so I don't know, man, it's tough to,
obviously it was not, there was no intent involved. So, so
you got to live with that.
Yeah. You have to live with the pain. Yeah, absolutely.
And, just like when
it was a year, right? A year. I would have fought if that was my loved one. I would have fought till the end. I don't care how many years it took. I would have never settled. I would have never said, "Oh, well, make me executive producer." That doesn't make anything go away.
Yeah. No. No. Nope. And it might not have been intended, but it's still like that. I don't know, man. It's almost even like worse in a weird way. Like,
right.
Oh my God, man. But anyway, you know what? He's got a nice temper on him. And when people like to come up to him as he's walking through the Hollywood Hills to ask him questions, boy, I'll tell you what, he's a very generous, nice, kind, demeanored guy. Not. That fucking freaks out.
Well, my outlook is he probably thought they were blanks, because he's used to shooting blanks at home.
Yep, that's what she said.
Oh, Jesus.
We got one
I know
more.
that's cliche. I'm old. Yeah.
One more?
Yeah,
one more.
Kanye West and Khloe Kardashian are at it on social media. If you look on their page, they're still going at it right now.
Right now in this moment.
Mm-hmm.
But don't look yet. Wait till the show's over, guys.
Oh, no. You're going to listen here first.
Okay.
Khloe is upset because Kanye is stating he wasn't invited to his daughter Chicago's birthday. Khloe wrote on Instagram, word for word, "You know exactly where your children are all the time, and you wanted separate birthdays. Kim is taking care of your kids 80% of the time." Really?
Chicago.
Really?
Wow.
I think Mr. Belvedere is taking care of the kids 80% of the time. She finished by saying, "I'm happy to continue this privately if you wish." And guess what? Kanye responded back on social media.
No way. What did he say?
He says, "You are lying and you're all liars." And then he said that the Kardashians basically kidnapped Chicago on her birthday.
When took her to New York or some shit. What a name.
No, that's the brother. New York, Chicago, West, North, South.
South Chicago.
How
Yeah.
about we just send it to North Pole.
That sounds good.
How about that?
There
You
go.
like those little nursery rhymes and all that stuff? Did you ever hear those when you were young? Like,
Dr. Seuss?
Three Little Bears and all that little stuff?
Oh, yeah, I did when I was born in 1999. Yeah.
Yeah. Did you like the Three Little Bears, or what was the one with the wolf, the big bad
Three
wolf?
Little Bears? You mean Three Little Pigs?
Three Little Pigs? Yeah.
Yeah.
I can't remember. The only one I remember is Jack Off in the Beanstalk for some reason. I don't know why, but that was my favorite one. That put me to sleep real quick, that one. I'm telling you, I fell asleep after that one. But anyway.
Lillian, what was your favorite nursery rhyme?
Old Mother Hubbard.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, wow.
There you go. Andrew Dice Clay does the best nursery rhymes.
Yes, he does.
Yes,
Oh
he
my
does.
God. The best.
Yes.
Well, that's the gossip for the week, peeps.
Well, thank you. I appreciate you joining us today.
I am so happy to be here. And Lillian, I'm going to look for that shirt online now.
I will send you the link.
Please. Yes, please. I'll definitely get it. And I'll wear it. Once I get it, I'll wear it on the show.
Oh, we're going to hold you to that, man.
Yes.
You got to rip it. You got to show it like she's got it. Or does it come that way? Does it come cut that way?
Oh, no, I did this to it.
Oh, yeah.
Ike, you got some work to do. Lift up, really. Hands up, everybody, by the way. Let me see your hands, everybody. Put them up while she's showing that. Okay.
That is amazing.
Yes.
I love it.
You're going to cut yours like that?
I
You're
eat
gonna cut
tacos
yours?
for Satan. I love it.
Yeah. I will test the shirt out in church first and then come back.
Listen, he faced Roger stepping out. Look at him, man. He's getting perverted here.
No, never.
Tacos for Satan. What about burritos for Satan?
I like hers better.
I know. It's perfect.
Yep.
All right.
Well, thank you for having me on.
Thanks for coming. We'll see you next week. Next Wednesday.
Are you freaking kidding? Thanks for having me on. Can you imagine this guy's even saying something like that?
I know.
It wouldn't be the same without you. Good God.
Oh, I swear to God. I am going to put these lips like Angelina Jolie all over you when I see you.
Do it. I'm telling you, man. I'll let you. Really.
When are you going to Nashville?
I got a man crush on you, buddy.
By the way, Roger and Darren, just so you know, next week I will be giving away 2 tickets on the Roger with the Wild Child show to my show in New York City next Friday, October 14th.
There you go.
50 Shades of Gay next Friday at the Copacabana. We'll be giving 2 tickets away.
Sweet. I'm excited.
At the Copacabana.
All right.
Perfect.
Bye, everyone.
Bye.
Bye, Icky.
Bye, Icky.
Bye, Icky. That fucking guy kills me. I swear to God, just the size and the head motions and the eye rolls and it's like I'm so like animated. I got to like talk loud and do this, and the guy's so calm and just hysterical. Good God, that's an inspiration. All right,
chat room's already blowing up. They want the B.A. sisters.
All right, well, hey.
Let's bring them on next week. I think we're kind of running short a little bit here. Maybe we'll bump them to next week's episode. I don't know.
All right, good to see you guys. Lillian. Hello, ladies.
Hello, ladies.
Hello. How you doing?
How you doing?
How you doing?
Yeah, not too bad. How about you?
Good.
Hey, yeah. Forget about it. Not for nothing. Who knew? Yeah, throw in a couple, 2, 3 of those in the bag.
So please welcome to the show, guys. Electro metal duo, the Badass Sisters, are live here.
Oh yeah!
Hi,
Is that what BA stands for? Badass?
No, it stands for Buenos Aires, our original, original city.
Okay.
Yeah.
There you go.
People here, they love to call us the
yeah,
badass.
we always fuck around, badass, whatever you want to call it. But
they love it. They love it here.
It's Buenos Aires.
Yeah.
Okay. Because you ladies are from Argentina, right?
Yeah.
But you grew up in Manhattan.
That's right. Yeah, we grew up there. We were born in the 80s, was taken to New York City when we were pretty much kids. And we lived there for, our whole childhood there. And then we went back to Buenos Aires. Because my dad, was traveling a lot and stuff. So.
Right. Awesome.
That's
Jeff
cool.
Perini.
What'd your dad do?
Well, he was a musician actually. He was a singer. Then later on, he became an antique dealer. But
okay, cool.
Both my mom too.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
So the music was around at a very young age.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Now, Jeff Perini, you were on his show, the Yo Show, and that's where I found you first. And he's here, says the B.A. sisters are sensational.
What's up, Jeff?
Yes.
Awesome. We love you.
Yeah,
we had a great time at the Yo Show. That was a really fun interview.
Yes.
Yeah.
Jeff's awesome. He does his show on Tuesdays and Wednesdays. Tuesdays, the Yo Show. Wednesdays is Yo 2.0. You can check him out on social media. If you like our show, you'll definitely love my buddy, Jeff. He's awesome.
Yeah, he's cool.
So you guys are electro metal. What equipment or
Go ahead.
what do you guys play? What do you guys play?
What does electro metal mean? Is what he's trying to say.
You go ahead.
Yeah, I mean, we call it's different genders between the in the electronic music. I think for us it works the term because mainly will be called more industrial metal, but I like to call it electro metal because we mix electronic music with metal guitars, so it's electronic metal, right?
Yeah.
But
It's like a mashup there.
Yeah, but I think it's easier these days to say industrial metal because people instantly think, okay, Nine Inch Nails, Marilyn Manson, so it's easy to associate Ministry. Yeah. But it's around there basically. I mean, we're not stuck mainly to one gender. We kind of mess around with into the electronic, sounds, techno and stuff like that. We mix it with heavy guitars, basically.
That's good, yeah.
Metalheads, doing electronic music, basically.
No, it's cool. I was listening to some videos, man. I was
rock, metal, goes on and on.
Yeah.
But, I mean, it's like we like heavy, heavy stuff. Everything has to be super
heavy. Hardcore. You like the hardcore shit.
Our first album when we started, it was more like electro rock, I would say, right? It was more rock.
Okay.
Then we became more evil and we'd be like, you know what, fuck it, let's go all the way, because I feel like we were more in the middle, like not too rock, not too electronic, and now we face way more to the aggressive side. And we're enjoying the being like
more industrial,
people like it too. I was watching some of your videos and you could just see the people in the audience are freaking out. They're going crazy. So it's cool. It's a good little vibe that you got. And it's good that it's called electro because, the whole industrial thing, that's been like, the name's been around and it's almost like, what the hell does that mean, man? But electro metal really defines exactly what it is. It's, and when you hear the music, you totally get it too, And so I saw some of those videos and I was watching the people. I mean, these are not, these people are going crazy. This is like headbanger metal, freaking electronic.
Yeah,
it's cool. It's like it's a good vibe. It's different.
Mm-hmm. And Melissa, you play a lot of different instruments, don't you? I'm sorry. Go ahead. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to cut you off.
We're making people crazy, going mad with our music. So
that's
what we do.
I've done that myself. Made people go mad with music.
So Melissa, you play a lot of different instruments. What's your favorite?
Drums.
Really? Why is that?
I think it comes down that is the instrument that I've been doing the longest, and I actually went to music school to study drums when I was a kid. Guitar I never wanted to be a guitarist. You know what I mean? It just happened because I started writing songs, and from the drummer perspective, it was kind of hard. So I always had a guitar next to it, and I always like messed around and I had a good friend who was like, oh, play this chord, and we started with Metallica and Iron Maiden, and I was like, you know what, this is really fun. And being in several bands as a drummer, at one point I was like, you know what, maybe I should just write the whole thing, because I was, always putting my ideas. It's hard to be leader from the drums perspective. So at one point in my career, I started to getting frustrated as a drummer, and I realized that maybe my goal in life was to write songs. So, and at one point I was like, you know what? I sold my drum set and, buy me a proper guitar and like a computer, and I started producing. And that eventually became the B.A. Sisters, but it wasn't my dream, when I was a kid, I want to be a guitarist. Now people know me as a guitarist, but like my dream was really to be a drummer.
Right.
And I think it's my favorite instrument because you're banging shit, I mean, it's like
you're an awesome drummer. She's bad.
It's released so my anger, and I think as a guitarist, I know that I'm a drummer because like I'm more attracted to the rhythm guitar more than the shredding guitar. I do solos that I enjoy, but it's really not something that like drives me crazy. Like for me, nothing is better than write a sick riff, like the riff. I'm attracted to patterns. That's why I like to make electronic music, because it's just patterns and melody. You know what I'm saying? Like it's not really about. It's just groove. It's the groove.
The groove.
Yeah. You can see it when you're performing it live. It's all part of your body movement too. It's all encompassed. The body movement, the jumping around, the rhythms.
Dancing.
We live for that.
You call it dancing. I call it being a little extra drunk.
I love my shaking everything.
No, it's cool. I enjoyed watching the videos. I was actually fascinated with that you could actually jump around in that capacity and still keep that rhythm playing that guitar, because
that's cool.
Practice, honestly. Sometimes you have to practice.
People been doing it forever, I just
movement movements, I'm not gonna lie, if you want certain movements, you might want to practice, like something. There's a part of one song that we said, okay, why on this part we just do.
Yeah, we kind of set a choreography in every song. Like that's part of the show too, being performers.
I mean,
it's not just the music, what you do, like it's what you do like with your body too, So it's kind of acting type of thing,
Yeah.
Sabrina,
bands like that has all that, right? Yeah.
Roger knows he plays hopscotch all the time.
Every day, yeah.
He knows what it's like to be coordinated and play hopscotch.
Mm-hmm. I play hacky sack too, so. Sabrina, you weren't into music in the beginning. You actually wanted to pursue an acting career. Is that correct?
Right. Yeah. I did a lot of. I was a stage actress in Buenos Aires. I went to National University of Drama there, and I started doing all this great, musicals too. But I always loved music, So like I always was a singer, just by ear. Then I trained later on, but I always wanted to do music. But yeah, I did a lot of acting like a long time ago, and it's my first love, I love the live performances,
So what made you switch over to music?
It runs in the family, like my dad was like ranking up all this great rock and roll, from the 70s, 80s, and I grew up with that,
but you never really switched, because when we were, I wasn't even in music, and she already has some sort of band with a friend.
I was always rocking out, but just for fun, play a little guitar, not a guitarist, but with friends, always, going on stage with friends, doing covers and all that. But
right.
The real thing. I was like a professional actor before, but I was like, I didn't leave that aside. You never know, right? Like me, I might go back to acting someday soon, hopefully, but music, I think it goes hand by hand, like music and acting for me. When I go on stage as a singer, I'm actually acting, trying to perform.
You're performing,
songs. What I want to say.
I think everything falls under the umbrella of art. Like I'm never gonna be stopped being a drummer, or I do leather accessories. Everything that one day I might form another band as a drummer again. Anytime.
It's always open to other possibilities.
Yeah.
But with the B.A. sisters, that's what we do as a duo. We try not to go on stage and just play. Give a whole performance.
Right.
Give a whole show for sure.
Yeah, a show, exactly.
It's an experience, right? You go see a band, like I like, bands, if you see black metal bands, or even whatever type of, I'm always attracted, just to be captivated, because otherwise I might just stay at home and hear the music. But if you go to see a band, you want to see what do they look, how they look, what are they using as gear, the stage lighting,
everything.
Just everything makes it a whole experience, and I think you have to deliver that as an artist.
Yeah. Absolutely. So we're going to go ahead and open up the phone lines. If you want to get on the air with the B.A. sisters, this is how you do it.
Now you want to blow up my phone.
Have a question or comment? Studio lines are wide open. 845-400-WILD. 845-400-WILD. That's 845-400-WILD. Give us a call and get on the air right now. 845-400-WILD.
All right, there you go. 845-400-WILD 9453. And you can get on the air with the B.A. sisters. So, Lillian, you've just been kind of hanging out, listening to the kind of music that they're into. Any questions, or do you think anything you can relate maybe to, some acting?
Well, I'm an actress myself, and my husband does music. Like you guys say, if you're gonna do a show, you got to do it right and put on a show for your fans. Exactly. I agree with that 100%. I checked out some of your guys' stuff. I was like, ooh, they'd be fun to perform with.
Yeah.
Cause we do we're like a metal, hardcore, horrorcore industrial band as well. My husband's band. Yeah, we do fire, angle grinding, fetish type stuff, bloodbath. He walks on glass, stuff like that at the shows.
That's amazing. Yeah,
Just mild stuff.
Yeah,
just mild.
We're and we do shows together.
I mean,
So,
for
yeah.
us, I mean, it's always amazing to share the stage with a whole performance. Like we don't want to be sharing the stage just with one, little style of music. We, perform.
No, we play with many different, gay parties or metal parties, like all type of different parties. Not only industrial.
You guys are blend in.
So small. The scene.
Yeah, it's a lot of fun. And then the acting. I'm curious about what have you done?
You mean acting? Well, I've done different, like in the, I started like with Dracula the musical, and I don't know if you ever like seen the.
I have not done a musical yet. I want to.
Okay, like, you just gotta. Yeah, that's great. I was 17 actually when I done that was my first play in Buenos Aires, and I have a secondary role, but it was the countess, so it was very challenging because I needed to dance and sing and give my all in just the very first scene, and then it was great. And I've done Hamlet, Ophelia, I've done Shakespeare, Moliere, like
fun.
I trained when Raul Serrano is the baddest teacher in South America, and I had the chance to go with him, and we were playing. I did a lot of independents, also writers. I always like, chasing those type of plays, right? Like the independent writers doing some crazy, plays, But I done pretty much, my thing is drama. I'm not gonna lie, but I like comedy too. You never know, as long as the script is good. I'm totally down, like
awesome.
I love horror right now, like some kind of creep, like I don't know, like Walking Dead or like kill some zombies, like or, I will keep down for that.
Someone call me so I can have a scene where my fucking head rolls.
Yeah, something sweet. We need something.
And then you ended out right like the big scene, and you're like, and it's like so gore. Like,
but we love horror, like we're all about horror.
Evil Dead.
That's all I do is horror at the moment.
She's been killed like 80 times already and comes back to life. It's crazy.
16 times, and I've killed 15 times, and I've murdered 3 times.
Cool, nice. I love it.
I like that you have the count.
I would love to be like a
But wait, there's such a comeback right now. Like I feel like there's a huge 80s, comeback of 80s horror. Like there's a new Razor coming soon. Like it's a Chucky TV show. Like everything's got like coming back.
We're very happy about it.
Yeah.
I mean, I cannot wait for the new Chucky series. It's great. Like so many different comebacks. Totally.
Yeah, it's crazy. It's a good time to be alive in the horror world.
Right?
Yeah. So anyways, Darren mentioned earlier that he saw your video, so I figured it would probably be appropriate. So, so that the audience could see what your music is all about. So let's talk about Killer. We're going to play that video here in just a second. So tell me a little bit about Killer.
It's actually
about a horror.
What do you need to know? The name's called Killer.
We are serial. We are zombie killers. We always have. What about you're like what? I'm a zombie killer. Like for real.
Human killer.
Well, she likes a lot of like what is it, like killer shows or what like
no, but wait, but let's talk about like the lyrics are very small in that song, and it literally talks about being a serial killer because it's like, baby, I can't pretend that I'm going to be your friend. It's like the mind of a serial killer, basically. It's a short lyric, but it was just we were like doing the song and be like, what happened if we write about a serial killer?
And it matches the music perfectly, like especially industrial kind of electro-based music. Yeah. Like, it is kind of, but we love John Carpenter, like him as a musician also. So it's kind of like it goes on that side.
Yeah, sometimes our lyrics are not necessarily super profound. Like
it doesn't make sense sometimes.
Sometimes it really talks about like we have a song called literally Christine that is talks about Christine the movie.
Mm-hmm. John Carpenter 80s movie. I'm a huge fan. We're huge fans of that movie, and we wrote about the baddest car on earth.
Nice.
Yeah,
Let's hear it.
We love it. Yeah.
All right. Let's check out Killer by the B.A. sisters.
All right.
Here we go. I'll go ahead and get it played. And here we go, guys.
Cool.
There's a lyrics here, so that's fun.
Maybe I can pretend that we're gonna be friends, but inside my head, I just want you dead. Don't you realize that I'm out of my mind? I don't wanna hide. Is that just a killer? I'm just a killer. Maybe I can pretend that we're gonna be friends, but inside my head, I just want you dead. Don't you realize that I'm out of my mind? I don't wanna hide. Is that just a killer? I'm just a killer.
I'm a natural born killer. I'm a natural born killer.
Oh, yeah, you can definitely hear that industrial music in there. So
How does Nutrisystem work? It's not a secret. It's science.
That was good. You did that too. Wow, that was awesome. The Nutrisystem secret at the end too. That was nice how you snuck that in there. Anyway,
We sample right Natural Born Killers movie.
Yeah. So
that's
right
good,
there.
man. I like all those little synth arpeggio things going on there, and the disco beats in there and everything. It's great. It's just so blended
Yeah,
with
it's
all
always fun to mix all those things up. You know, that's what I'm saying. Like as a producer, it is so much fun to write. You know, electronic and then put guitars and then vocals and
Sure.
vocals. It's different from other styles. You know.
Yeah.
More fun.
No, it's cool. You can get a blend of the tech and drop some of those things in, play some real things if you want, sing what you want, and blend it all together. I mean, what a cool thing. We had to play it all. We didn't have sequencers. We didn't have, digital audio workstations when I was making music. So we had to play things all the way through. But I love the new technology because I do it too. You know, some things I'll play and some things I won't. I'll grab some samples. I'll grab some, you know, synth arpeggios like that, or, you know, type things, throw them in there. Who wants to try and play those and sequence those? I mean, they're coming a dime a dozen, but you can still be creative with them, and you got to know how to use them. So some people say, "Oh man, well you got all those sounds." It's like you still got to be able to use them and put them together and make sense out of it all. So that's
you have to be able to make a good song. We all have the same tool. We always have the same tools, you know.
Right.
Now everything's available for everybody, but doesn't mean that you're gonna write the next hit. I mean, you need hearing, you need taste, you need a lot of
you got to be an artist. We did a lot of I remember in like probably around 2000 we were doing a lot of development stuff for websites when it was coming on the scene, and people would go, what software are you using for those graphics? And I go, that's the guy's mind. He's a painter and he's an artist. I go, the Photoshop was a tool back then. It was like, but that doesn't mean your graphics are going to come out great because you have Photoshop. This guy actually can draw and paint and has a vision of like foreground, background. This is stuff that he didn't go to school for. This is just a natural talent with this guy. So I go, you could have Photoshop and not come close to, and this is before Photoshop had all the new stuff like drop shadows or whatever you want. They've made it so easy for people, just like with music stuff. But once again, you can have the tools, but if you don't know how to be creative and use them, well, then that's pretty obvious when you hear that or see it.
It's not like, you know, electronic that you just press one key and that's the RPG. Yeah, I mean, you have to know like the flow of the song.
You gotta have great ear.
Great ear and experience. The more years you do these, the better you become. It's like anything in life.
Right. Yeah.
No, you did a good job with it. I could hear it. I mean, and it's an arrangement too. I mean, if you don't know how to arrange songs and you know, go from sections. I heard you, using the bass line and then going to the synth part right after it, and then the bass line, kind of similar patterns. But yeah, I mean, those textures are great. But if you don't know how to place those in the right places and then change the hi-hat beat like you did, I catch all that because I'm a music guy. But that makes that what it is. And it's like, that's your artistry that put that together. And that's what, people go, what do you use? Logic? I was like, who cares? I use my brain, man. I mean, that's a tool. So my hat goes off to you, man. Very good.
Thanks.
So where are you touring right now?
Well, we're right now we're playing local shows. We went to Vegas like 2 weeks ago, right? And
we went there.
We're looking to. I mean, we'll be more than ready to tour the U.S. right?
There you go.
Like, we will love to tour, right?
Yeah,
because we've been like during the pandemic, we were doing pretty much nothing, So now we're more than ready to only play,
You got a Halloween show coming up, though, don't you?
Yeah, we do. We have we're gonna play on Halloween with Priest, Ex-Ghost, and with Julian K. That's gonna be a great show.
Sounds like it.
It's gonna be at the Viper Room. In West Hollywood. So we're really looking forward to that show.
Yeah,
Lynn, you know the Viper Room, don't you?
Sorry? I do.
Yeah,
I do. I love the Viper Room. I've performed there a few times myself.
Cool.
So
it's great fucking venue.
Yeah, it's a great vibe. Like it's awesome. It sounds good, and people are cool. So we're looking forward to that show. And then after, hopefully, we can keep touring. Like, I don't know. Around.
We're obviously, it's just like it's a lot of network, being in another country takes more time from maybe that someone that was born here and been doing this for a long time. For us, it takes a little longer, and also we're trying to book shows that make sense. I don't think it's true. There's no point to play, go on tour with whatever band. I have to do it right. You know what I mean? So we're definitely every step that we do is. Or because we're interested, we playing with certain band, or the Vegas show was a good way. It was an industrial party. You know what I mean? I had to. It's not just to jump on the first tour. Okay, let's go, and without knowing nothing. You know what I mean? So we're definitay we're in the works of a lot of good things, but it takes time. Emails and this and that. We're our own managers, our own everything, label, whatever. Everything is independent. So it's not like we have some dude or like some agency that
some dude,
girls or girl, whatever. That okay, girls want to tour with Rammstein next week. You know what I mean? Like, these not the fucking 80s. We're you know everything. We're trying to make it.
You
happen.
like to be in control, is what it sounds like. You like to control everything that goes on.
Yeah, it's a great thing to be able to control everything, but it's a lot of work too. You know, people doesn't know the work.
Yeah,
I know the feeling firsthand. I control everything with this show, and I do all the bookings and all that stuff. You know, I actually at my Nashville show have Don Swartz that helps me with the country booking of country artists, but. Like overall, like I produced this show. I get the guests. I built the team of co-hosts and all the bits that go on this show. I'm doing all the social media promoting of the show. You know,
it's
and
work. Yeah,
it is. It really is.
Yeah. So people like come here, come there. Like will, but we have to make sure.
People write us a lot from everywhere in the country. They want us to play, Texas or the East Coast and. Hopefully, but we got to do it right, because otherwise it's like
exactly, and everything has to be,
the right fit and money wise. Everything.
Exactly. You have to be able to cover expenses and stuff like that. It's not just like, oh, sure, we'll go tomorrow. We just there's a lot of logistics behind it when you're in a band. So
totally.
Everything takes time. Even we just release our own shirts. Like it's emails, send me the design, these and that. Like it's a lot of every day you do something for it. And people only see the final result, but you guys, as we all are artists here, so we all know how it is, right? Even if you want to put a cover on YouTube, it takes the preparation, you gotta do the makeup, and then you gotta practice the song, and then you gotta edit it, and then you gotta upload it on Instagram. Here, boom, boom, boom. So it takes a good work.
And to even put your own video together. I mean, you're like. I've dabbled around in some of that recently. Like it hasn't been my thing, but it's sometimes it's like learning an instrument, trying to line up a single picture frame with a certain beat, and trying to get things coordinated that way. And then right when I think, oh, this is all working perfect, somehow I push the damn whole reel of pictures back by 5 freaking bars. I'm like, how did that happen, man? It's all off. And I mean, unless you do that day in and day out and that's your thing, man, that's a big learning curve too. Just something as simple as that. But I mean, it's a lot of work. And, it's like, it's not so much a lot of work to do it. It's a lot of work to screw it up accidentally while you're trying to figure it out and go, God, okay. Or even a mix like, oh my God. Yeah. I need to go back to the mix I really liked. And it's like, which one was that out of the 300 that I did? It's like, good God. Yeah,
it's as I said. So you're like, releasing an album, you're doing a gig, doing it like trying to align interviews, like you're
PR, the whole thing.
So many things. So it's a process.
Promoter, designer, creator, manager, agent, booking agent.
You don't have somebody doing your makeup for you?
No, we're good at it. I mean, we do it all.
Yeah, he's my makeup artist. Here you go. He just have the fucking and it's like, bing.
Yeah.
Makeup is done, bitch.
No. Bing. You're done, just like that. Bing. It's over. Look at how beautiful you look.
Lillian, would it be that easy for you to do as well?
Oh yeah.
You do it yourself, right? Too, right?
I do it myself. Yes.
Yeah.
I do mine too.
Yeah.
I put on this fake beard and everything, just trying to look older. And pretty cool. I did a pretty good job tonight.
When the show's over, he peels it off and everything, and then he blows dries it and everything, and takes it to the dry cleaner.
I'm really bald. This is like a hairpiece.
Yeah.
And a fake beard. I just throw it on there. I pull it off afterwards and just throw it in my hamster's cage as a throw rug for my hamster afterwards. But this is kind of my vibe. Yeah. And I have dark hair, so I do it gray on purpose to try and make myself look older. It's different.
Gray hair is trending. I had a gray like 2-3 years ago. It was really cool.
All gray.
Yeah, all gray.
That's cool. Yeah. The blue gray kind of thing.
Yeah.
It's a little bit bluish kind of gray. Yeah.
Lavender. It was amazing. That was amazing.
Yeah, that's I like that look too. I need to put some of that lavender in mine, I think.
You should.
You know what's funny is that look was like what all the old ladies would get the rinse in their hair, back in the 50s and 60s, and it would get that bluish gray hair. And then it became like a cool thing like 15 years ago. It was like, man, bleach your hair out. This would be really cool, man. And everybody started doing it. It became really trendy, that kind of gray. It's a really drab kind of gray too, but it was like really hip. Everybody was doing it. I was like, wow.
Yeah.
I will tell you this really quick. You'll enjoy this. So back in the 80s, me and my friend did some LSD, and we were on Sunset Boulevard. Yeah, we took actually. Yep, and we were both 18 years old at the time. And I said, "Hey, Matt," as we were tripping our balls off, I was like, he had pitch black hair, and I was like this surfer kid from San Diego, so my hair was like towhead blonde. I said, "Hey, Matt," we were tripping. I go, "Let's go down to the freaking beauty supply, dude." And I go, "I'm going to bleach your hair," because his hair was black, man, and mine was blonde. I go, "And then I'm going to do mine black, man. I'm going to just put black dye in my hair." How funny would that be, man? You get blonde and I'll be black. So we were
hair on acid.
Yeah. And so we went down Hollywood Boulevard, man, because he lived one block off Hollywood Boulevard, off of Laurel Canyon. And we got down there, man, to this beauty supply store, man, and we get all this stuff, So we go back to his pad, and I put all this, bleach in his hair. His hair's black, and then I put all the black dye on my hair, and we're tripping. And I'm like, "Dude, has it been like 30 minutes?" Like an hour and a half went by. Like, holy shit, man. And I'm like, "Dude, you better get in the shower right now, man, and get that bleach off your hair, man." I was like, "Oh my God, man." So he gets in there. And he comes out of the shower, man. And of course, his hair was so black that the bleach and the volume of peroxide that I got wasn't even anywhere close to lifting this guy's hair up to being blonde. And he came out Bozo the Clown red. And we were tripping. We're like, "Oh my God.
That's hilarious."
And so I jump into the shower and I get all this black dye off of my hair, and I'm pitch black, but I didn't realize the dye was going to stain my skin all the way up to my eyebrows. So I have like my skin stained with black and like these drips coming down. I look like freaking Frankenstein. And I go, "Hey, let's go talk to some of the prostitutes on Sunset. What do you say?" We were tripping, man. And we're like walking up, and this guy's got this bright orange hair, and I got this black hair with like my skin stained down to my eyebrows because I couldn't get it off my skin. And we're like trying to talk to these people, and I like look down at his feet, and I'm like, "Dude," I go, "am I tripping, or are both of your feet freaking going to the right?" And he's like, "No, bro, you're not tripping." He goes, I was at the thrifty drugstore, and there was a bin, and I bought 2 shoes, and they look cool, man, but I realized they were both right shoes, but I don't care." I was like, "Oh my God, man, that was quite a night." That was a
similar stories.
That's a good Hollywood story. That's a true story, man. That's a very true story.
I never did my hair, but
we were like,
or maybe I did. I don't remember.
No, we did. We haven't. That we were like used to touch someone else's hair.
Are you
like
right?
Our friend Gina, she was like old white hair. And
I remember that one time. One of my friends
poor,
showed up.
Poor friend.
She had a like short hair, and she dyed like white. And I saw she had I thought she had cotton.
It was
so
like
I was like,
like cotton candy.
Yeah, God.
Doing this to her hair.
It's like, it hurts. I'm like, oh my God. Like,
it hurts. Yeah, we're burning the shit out of your scalp.
In the mirror. You don't want to look yourself in the mirror when you're
Oh, man.
Wow.
Yeah, now those are Hollywood stories. We can talk music all day long, but these personal stories are what makes Hollywood so freaking great. I mean, honestly, it's the stories. It's not just the artistry. It's like, wow, you did that? Yeah, we did crazy shit, man. It was like fun.
Lillian, what about your Hollyweird story? Do you have one, any? I'm sure you do.
Not that she's going to divulge.
All right.
Did you ever take acid or shrooms? Let's get real.
I mean, I microdose on mushies once in a while.
Oh, that's good. Microdosing's cool. That keeps you in check. Yeah. I know they microdose people that are.
Go to a show
that's
of a friend that he's playing. So we unfortunately we have to leave because we have to have things to do right now. But thank you so much for inviting us.
Yeah, that was
super fun.
Of course, thank you. We appreciate you taking time for us.
Yeah.
I don't know if you guys
Incredible.
have anything that you want to add or any question before we leave.
Yeah, where do they find you on social media? Where do you have a web address or what?
Yeah, yes, everything is the B.A. Sisters or the B.A. Sisters official.
Okay.
La B.A. Buenos Aires Sisters. So all together, B.A. Sisters.
B.A. Sisters.
Official, some of the pages, most of the pages. Yeah. and you can find us there. Spotify, YouTube, or
we're all over.
All over
That's
the place.
good. We'll find you. Mine's Darren Chef Unofficial, just in case you wanted to know.
Unofficial.
All right.
Yeah.
Now we'll check your band too, girl.
Yeah.
That's
I can't.
be
What's the name? Okay.
Yeah, I don't see the names anymore. Leslie.
Lillian.
There we go. Here we go.
Lillian. There you go.
Yeah.
Yeah, Lillian Sin official.
Would like to check it out. Yeah, that was a ton of fun. Thank you, guys.
Thanks for having
Right
us.
on, man. Thanks for coming
Yes.
on.
Thank you, ladies. Appreciate you.
Bye-bye.
Take care. Bye.
Bye-bye.
Wow.
Love their music, though. Their music's amazing.
You know what? It's something you don't hear a lot of, which is great because it doesn't sound like, everything else. So,
Right.
I mean, that in itself is kind of like, everybody gets inspired by somebody and there's always influences of things, but if you can make something your own, and they certainly have, man, and that's a great, great path for sure.
Absolutely. For sure. For sure. So, anyways, Lillian, I do want to thank you for taking time and joining us tonight and filling in the guest co-hosting role.
Oh, it was my pleasure. Anytime.
And we're going to have fun at the end of the month, hanging out.
Yes.
Partying.
And also, there's a horror convention I'm doing this month if you're interested.
Awesome. What day is that?
October 22nd, Living the Scream, Dante's Inferno.
Okay. Well, I won't be in Hollywood until the 28th. But for anybody out there that's living in Hollywood, feel free to check it out. And where is it at?
It's going to be downtown LA. We got some horror guests like Aline Dietz and a few others that are going to be there. The guys from Killer Clowns from Outer Space will be there. Ozzy Blood will be performing. We'll have somebody doing seances. And
Nice.
I'm your hostess, the demon hostess for the evening, as well as featured performer.
Awesome. All right. You're going to be eating fire again?
I will be doing fire, angle grinding, some sideshow. But the big sideshow I'm leaving to Ozzy Blood. A lot of people know him. So when it comes to sideshow stuff, I leave it to the professional.
The glass walkers.
Well, that's what me and Mortis do, or Mortis and I.
Do you walk on glass too?
Mm-hmm. And
wow.
we're actually getting ready to do a machete ladder.
And how do you walk on glass and not cut yourself? I mean, what do you do?
Trade secret.
Uh-oh. She's not going to let us
You'll
know.
have to come to a show and find out.
There you go. All right. Sounds good. All righty, Lillian Mortis, thank you so much for joining us. I do want to thank Ikavelli for giving us the Hollyweird report, as always, every week. Brian Sykoff, thank you very much for joining us, talking to us about Halloween hotness and for the kids at St. Jude's. Also, I want to thank the B.A. sisters. We had a lot of fun with them and be able to watch their video. Darren, thank you for sticking around with me for another week.
Are you kidding? Sticking around?
Yes. Figured you'd be sick of me by now.
Well, nah. Are you kidding? I look forward to it, man. It's like anything. It's like, there's life going on, there's issues going on, but when you get here, that's where you get to like check out for a minute and actually, forget about your problems and your world's issues and everything else. And so exactly. It might be minutes before you get online. You're like tripping on something or something stressful is going on. But this is the break from it. So I look forward to this. I love being here. It gives me a break from everything, at least for a good hour and a half.
Exactly, for sure. So we will be back on Sunday night with the Nashville show. We'll also have Caleb Kerr back to talk about the series Monarch. We talk about every week. That's on Fox, the new season, the new series. So he joins us and we recap the weekly episodes. We'll be back on next Wednesday with Christian Love, the son of Mike Love of the Beach Boys. He'll be joining us for the Hollyweird edition next Wednesday with Tim Bonham.
Tim Bonham. Tim Bonham. Actually, Tim and I go way back.
Next week, let me know.
Tim Bonham.
Bonham.
He's Canadian, French Canadian. Tim Bonham, and his brother Al Bonham's a freaking phenomenal guitar player. Tim's been playing with the Beach Boys for well over 20 years as a keyboard player. And
I love the Beach Boys.
Yes.
Yeah.
So Christian and Tim will be joining us next week, and we'll be talking to them as well. So for Lillian, Darren, I'm Roger the Wild Child, and thank you at home for watching and sharing and subscribing and help promoting the show with us. And we will see you again next week. Love to you all. Thank you, everyone.